Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an On the Fly review for you, and today I'm talking about The Eyes of Tammy Faye, released last Friday, directed by Michael Showalter, starring Jessica Chastain, Andrew Garfield, Sherry Jones, and Vincent D'Onofrio. This is the true story of Tammy Faye and Jim Bakker's marriage, their relationship together, all their years together, the building of the PTL, Praise the Lord Network, or Studios, the rise of the 700 Club, and the following, onslaught of corruption, of controversy. Jim Bakker eventually going to prison, and her kind of becoming a pop culture icon. And of course, the film also goes into very sympathetic deals with her relationship, her working. She was really the first public figure in the church community to really reach out to the gay community during the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s. I mean, this was the deadliest and most incurable disease mankind had ever seen, even now. And it was almost exclusively targeting gay men. And if you're a person who believes in the power of prayer, these were the people who needed your prayers. Ultimately, I do agree and condone the condemnation of television evangelists, TV people. These people who don't have you're not a pastor. I'm sorry, pastor. Of course you're not. You're not a pastor. You're not a religious leader because you have no congregation. You have no flock. You have an audience. It's not the same. There's no community that you are helping by making your deadline. And quite frankly, the first half of my life, avoiding religion because of people like Jerry Falwell, Jim Bakker, it's a big hunk of my adulthood, even after I had accepted Jesus, still struggling with faith because of people like this, because the way people will exploit the desperate. It's a good movie though. This was a good movie. Very entertaining, fun to watch. It definitely could have cut 20, 30, maybe even 40 minutes out of this runtime. Feels like they intentionally wanted to they pushed it to make it over 2 hours long to make it feel more Oscar-y. And then there's that. Obvious Oscar ploys. And this slide isn't good. Let me... Right. Anyhow, the, Anyhow, Jessica was terrific. She's absolutely terrific as Tammy Faye, even though she may even be more obnoxious than the real Tammy Faye Bakker. It's the same problems I've had with so many other prosthetic works and films. The makeup, Darkest Hour, Iron Lady, Hitchcock. I didn't even watch Bombshell because the makeup looked so bad in the trailers. And it won an Oscar for its fucking makeup. Jesus. Earmuffs. Anyhow, don't eat toys. Why are you trying to eat toys? What'd that whoever do to you? Anyhow. Ultimately, I'm going to give The Eyes of Tammy Faye 4 stars. I thought Jessica Chastain was terrific. The movie had a very kinetic energy. It rightfully tore into its subject matter of Jim Bakker without condemning or demonizing Christians. It made a point of showing the difference between parasites like Jim Bakker and folks who actually live good Christian lives. But like I said, the movie had good energy, strong, great performance by Jessica Chastain. But I guess the real weakness in the movie here was Andrew Garfield. And I just don't like him. I'm not even saying he was bad in this, or some moments, and he really looked and sounded like Jim Bakker. But I think with playing a character like that and doing a mirror impression isn't the same. sometimes it's better to take the caricature and, you know, build your own thing instead of just trying to reincorporate the kind of things. Like if you're like a perfect example, Robert De Niro didn't try to study the mannerisms of Jake LaMotta when he did Raging Bull because nobody knew who the fuck Jake LaMotta was. He wasn't really that famous of a boxer. He played a character. Perfect example. Johnny Depp and Ed Wood. Ed Wood didn't talk like that. He didn't act like that. He didn't behave that way. But this was his personal philosophy of artwork. And that's what you have to capture. Capture what the guy was. And I think they needed someone more charismatic and a little less transparently sleazy than Garfield played the character. And also, it's just, there is a bit of beating you over the head. Like, how this guy ever becomes successful and ever screw over all the people he did when in the movie. Literally, everyone in the movie but Tammy Faye instantly gets creep vibes off this guy. No one likes him but her. Anyhow, the movie's recommended. It's a good watch. It's a fun film. Even though it's just, you know, it's a biopic. They're a dime a dozen. It all depends on how interested you are in the subject matter. Anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't really care. I'm Jake Davis. This is Pickled Scarlet, and we will catch you on the fly.